Take some time to arrive and settle. Have the knees bent or place something underneath the knees. So that we arrive in this semi-supine position. And as we take this time to arrive, we may notice that the mind is restless and distracted. So we just take this time to allow everything to settle. So just have a sense of the back of the body. The back of the head in contact with the ground. Spine, pelvis, feet. And have a sense of the weight of the body. Just taking some time to arrive, the eyes lightly closed if that feels comfortable. So that there's a sense of going within. Leaving the busy day behind you. Letting go of any sense of striving or trying to get somewhere. Have a sense of the balance of your body. And feel that support underneath you. And bringing your awareness to your breath. Begin to notice the breath. And when we begin to notice the breath, we naturally bring a sense of presence into the body, into the mind. Just notice how you're breathing. And the breath tells us a lot about what's going on in the mind and the body. And as we soften the mind, the muscles begin to soften. And we just begin to tune into that inner guidance. Noticing how we feel. And when we notice the breath, it naturally begins to slow down. And as the breath slows down, the mind too begins to slow down. And we'll begin with 3 releasing breaths, where we take the breath in through the nostrils and breathe out through the mouth. So we breathe in through the nostrils, and it's a real out through the mouth, a real sighing out. As if you're breathing out any blockages, any build-up, any tightness, any resistance, any gripping, any holding on. Hey, just sighing your breath out through the mouth. Sense of release that the out-breath affords us, this leaning into the out-breath. The inhalation is the nourishment, the energy, the vitality. And the out-breath with its invitation to release and to soften. And then to balance the mind a little further, we'll bring the hands onto the belly, just either side of the navel with the palms down. So the elbows come out to the side, the chin gently drawn in towards the chest. And when we arrive, we may find that the breath is in the upper chest. So we begin to invite the breath down into the belly. And just see if we can notice that belly rise and fall with the breath. And we begin to feel the breath. So we move from that sense of thinking about the breath into feeling the breath. And it's this feeling of the breath in the belly that begins to calm and soothe the nervous system. So the belly gently rises as you breathe in and drops back as you breathe out. And you may notice an inner softening, that gentle movement of the diaphragm. When we're rushing, when we're striving, the diaphragm tends to be tight. And then there's that sense of allowing, sense of softening. The diaphragm too begins to soften. And there's an inner fluidity. A gentle massage of the lungs and the internal organs. So many benefits to this way of breathing. And as you breathe into the belly, just take some time to notice any tightness in the body. Maybe around the eyes or in the jaw, the shoulders, just feeling the breath in the belly. And this naturally energizes the body in preparation for our practice. And to calm the mind even further, we'll bring in a count of 4. 4. On the inhalation, the belly rises and we take the breath. Inhale up to the crown of the head. And as we breathe out from the crown all the way back down to the belly. When we include the count, this too enables the mind to be more focused. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. And exhale from the crown, 2, 3, 4. Continue with your silent count. And as we steady the breath, the mind too begins to become more steady. A little more focused. Let's take one more round in this way. When you've completed your round, release the arms down beside you. And then with that same internal count of 4, we're going to slowly, as we breathe in, raise the arms up and take them back overhead with the backs of the hands coming in contact with the ground. And as we breathe out for a count of 4, slow count of 4, we return them back down beside the body. So just work in your own time, noticing how it feels to take the arms back in this way. With slow, steady in breath. And with slow, steady out breath. Synchronizing the breath with the movement as best as you can. Working into the fingers. Notice how the lungs respond. Notice how the rib cage responds. Notice that tendency maybe to want to rush. Ujjayi breath can be helpful here. And after your next exhalation, keeping the arms down beside you. Return and take some resting breaths. And then when you're ready, we'll repeat that with the arm movement, but also include the bridge posture. So have the feet quite close to the buttocks, hands down beside you, palms down. Inhale as you raise the arms and lift the hips. 2, 3, 4. Coming up into the bridge, pause, backs of the hands in contact with the ground, and exhaling, returning the spine. 2, 3, 4. Continuing in this way. So we're bringing this energy into the back body. And that sense of softening and releasing as we breathe out. And the out breath, releasing any blockages, any stuck energy that's built up around the spinal column. Really give to the feet, so use the ground to develop this backward bend. Lifting the heart, opening the front body. So the mind steady, focused and calm. Let's take one more round in this way. And when you've completed that out breath, slowly take both arms back overhead, interlace the fingers and turn the palms away from you. And from the belly, extend one leg long and the opposite leg long. And point the toes towards your head. And begin to open up the body for the breath. Point the toes towards your head and away from your head. And begin to create some space for the breath, the prana. And then returning the arms back down beside you. And plant the feet on the mat with the knees bent, returning to the semi-supine position. And gently place the hands on the thighs with the fingers pointing up towards the knees. Keep the back of the neck nice and long, so the chin drawn in towards the chest. You're going to breathe into the belly, and as we breathe out, slide the hands up the thighs to the knees. Long out breath, navel comes towards the spine, and inhale to slide the hands back down and soften, relax the neck. So on an out breath, navel draws towards the spine, fingers slide up to the knees. Inhale with control to return. Twice more in this way. Exhale, as if you're breathing out, emptying out. Inhale. Hey. And when you return the head, release the hands down beside you and just gently roll the head from side to side to ease out any tightness in the neck. Okay. And then center the head. Bring the right knee in towards you. Bring the left knee in to meet it, into Uttanasana. If you're able to interlace the hands in front of the knees, then do so. If not, take the hands behind the backs of the knees. And just pause here. And again, this out breath enables this release of the lower back, this softening. Shoulders soft. Just a sense of dropping into the back body. And then we'll do a little bit of work on the hips. Place the hands on the knees and just separate the knees and just circle them out and away from you, together and back in towards you. As if we're removing any blockages from the hips. Sense of unlocking the hips. Just hands very lightly on the knees. Hey, shoulders soft. Just noticing how it feels. Once more in this direction. And when the knees come back in towards you, pause and then take them the other way. Keep them together, take them away from you. And then out to the side and back in towards you. Feeling into the hip joints. Breathing out any resistance, any tightness. This gentle oiling of the hip joints. Let's take one more round in this way. And then returning back into Uttanasana with the knees into the chest. Pausing here. And really using the out breath to release. And holding the right knee and slowly extend the left leg up as if you were planting the foot on the ceiling. And just gently encourage that heel to be a little bit higher than the toes maybe. And the knee can be soft if it feels uncomfortable. Inhale, and as you exhale, lower the leg down towards the ground. And then on an inhalation, raise the leg back up. And pause. Exhale, extend the heel down and away. And inhale. Inhale is your strength, your strong breath. And again, that out breath, that sense of release. This invitation to let go. One more time in this way. And when you next raise the left leg up, bring it back in towards the chest, pause there. And then holding the left leg slowly from the belly, allow the right leg to gently emerge up, and the heel to be a little bit higher than the toes. Beginning to open up the back of the knee. Inhale into the belly, exhale, extend the leg away and down. And inhale to raise. And exhale. Notice how it feels. Notice any judgment. Keep the shoulders soft. Let's Stay with the breath. Let's take one more round in this way. And when you raise that leg up, bring the knees in towards the chest, return to Uttanasana. And then on an inhalation, raise both legs up, take both arms back. And then we breathe out through the mouth to return to Uttanasana. So it's a twice more. Inhale, extend. One more time. Inhale. And then come into that reverse table where we raise the arms up, raise the legs up, and the heels of the hands are moving uppermost, and the heels of the feet are moving uppermost. And there's space between the shoulder blades, but we're dropping into the back body. So these limbs emerging from the belly, extending through the arms, extending through the legs. Begins to wake up the belly. Okay, let's take one more breath here. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And then bring the knees in towards you. Drop the feet down with the knees together, ankles together. Take the arms out to shoulder level for Jatara Parivriti. Spinal twist. Inhale into the belly. Exhale. Knees to one side. Head opposite direction. Inhale into the center. Exhale. The palms can be down or they can be up. Very much depends on the shoulders. Lengthening the out breath. And as we lengthen the out breath, we notice how the navel draws back towards the spine. Feel that massage through the back body. That sense of release through the belly. Let's take one more round in this way. And when you've taken the knees equally from side to side, return to your semi-supine position with the knees bent. Arms down beside you. Breath returns down into the belly. And this time when we come up into the bridge, we're going to hold that lift. So we inhale, lift the feet, come up into the bridge. The chest comes up towards the chin, but there's still space between the chin and the chest. Root down through the feet, keep the toes nice and soft and relaxed. And the more that we root down through the feet, the more that we develop that backward bend. Feel the knees moving forward. Just have a sense of the thighs lifting. Let's take one more breath here. And then slowly roll down through the spine, vertebra by vertebra. That sense of release, sense of softening. Bring the knees in towards the chest. And circle the ankles. And again, that sense of unblocking. And the other way. Keep breathing out. And then drop the feet down. And just pause, notice how you feel. Return the breath into the belly. Soothing the mind. Stabilizing the nervous system when we breathe in this way. And then gently either roll over onto your side or come up into a comfortable cross-legged position. So you might choose to sit on a blanket or a block at this time, if that feels okay. Just allow the spine to be nice and upright. Nice upright spine. Good. Bring the left hand down beside you, right palm up. Inhale, bring that arm up and over. Just gaze up to the crease of the elbow. And maybe that left palm comes down, maybe the left elbow comes down, maybe the sense of softening. Lovely invitation, that opening down the side of the body. Good. Drop the right knee. Good. And then deep inhale to come back. Return the hand, other side, palm up. Inhale, raise the arm up beside the ear. Take it over. Gazing up into that crease of the elbow, a little bit of work into the neck if that feels okay. If the neck doesn't like it, then just gaze forward. Good. Work into the fingers, open up the side ribs. Good. And then deep inhale up. Bring both hands down, just gently root down through the fingers, lengthen up through the spine, crown of the head moving uppermost. Keep the breath in the belly. Okay, and then bring the soles of the feet together. Just a gentle Baddha Konasana, holding the feet. There's that little bit of butterfly movement through the hips. So there's a lot of stuck energy at the top of the hips, which challenges the breath. So by moving in this way, we just begin to release that energy. Good. And then take the hands on the outside of the knees and bring them in towards you and just bring the feet up, coming up. Drop the shoulder blades down. Have a sense of rooting down through the sitting bones. Gaze forward. Good. Breath in the belly. And when we take the breath into the belly in this way, we just anchor and center ourselves. Good. And then drop the feet down. Extend the legs long in front of you for Ardha Matsyendrasana. Keep the left leg long. Either have the right foot inside the left leg, or a slightly stronger version, take the right foot over the left leg. So if that doesn't feel okay, just keep the foot in front. Left hand on the outside, the right knee, right hand, palm faces in towards the center. Inhale, raise the arm up. Reach up into the fingers, take the hand behind you. Keep Keep the spine nice and upright as you draw the knee in towards you and turn to gaze over the shoulder. And the breath is in the belly. Get the left leg is very active. Root down through that big toe joint of the right foot. Keep the shoulders soft. Breathing into the belly, breathing out from the belly. This works with the fire in the belly, the Agni in the belly. Good. Soften into it. Long out breath. Take one more breath here. And then coming out of it the way that you came into it, bring that back hand up and forward. Release the right leg, shake the legs out. And then the other side, bring the left foot over, draw the left knee in, left palm into the center. The right leg's very active, so we're opening up the back of the right knee. Inhale up, reach, take the hand behind you. Spine upright, lengthen through the spine, begin to turn. Breathing into the belly and out from the belly. Hey. Take one more breath here. And then bring that back hand forward. Just glance at the hand as you bring the hand forward. Release the left leg into Paschimottanasana. So we inhale up, both hands up. And then a softening as we exhale into Paschimottanasana. We'll work dynamically in this way. So we inhale up. And we exhale, soften. Gaze is just beyond the toes. No tightening, no hardening. Inhale up. And exhale. Let's take one more round in this way. Inhale up. And exhale. And just pause there and soften. And begin to lean into the out-breath. The out-breath that releases any doubt, any confusion from the body, from the mind. Breathe it out. Just let it go. Let's take one more breath here. Knees can be soft if they need to be. And then deep inhale, bring both arms up. Look up between the fingers, take the arms out to the side, take them a little way behind you with the fingers pointing forward. And to counterpose that, if you're happy to, root down through the hands, lift the hips up, point the toes, looking towards the toes, nice strong arms. Good. And then drop the legs down, swing the legs round, coming into Vajrasana. Sitting back on the heels, place the hands on the thighs in Vajrasana. Turn the palms uppermost. Allow the shoulder blades to move down the back body, crown of the head. It's moving up towards the sky. Eyes lightly closed. Again, that gaze inwards. Notice how you feel. And then from here, come onto your tabletop. So spread the fingers. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Take some cow-cat movement. So drop the belly to the cow part of that movement. Collarbones nice and wide and forward. Notice how it feels. Slow breath out. Chin to chest. Navel draws back up towards the spine. And go again. And with the eyes closed, there's that sense of noticing how the spine responds to the breath. Keep giving to the hands all the way through, palms of the hands, the fingers. Long out breath. Begin to wake up the spine. take one more round in this way. And then just drop the hips back towards the heels. Just allow the arms to be soft. Bring the forehead down into long-armed child pose. Hey, just drop into the front body. Okay, just reach the fingers forward here. Okay, and then again come up onto all fours onto your tabletop. Okay. And take the right leg back, tuck the toes under. Notice the tendency to drop the head, so keep the back of the neck nice and strong. And just gently encourage that right heel towards the ground. Hey, keep breathing out any stuckness behind the back of the knee. Good. And then we're going to root down through this right hand. And on an inhalation, we're raising the left arm up. Tops of the thighs come together. Exhale to lower. Inhale up. Open. And lower. Inhale up. And lower. One more time. Inhale up. And lower. Bring the right knee back. Take the left leg back. Tuck the toes under. Gentle gaze forward. Just gently encouraging that heel towards the ground. And then rooting down through the left hand. Inhale, right arm up. Inhale. And exhale, lower. Inhale up. And lower. One more time. Inhale up. And lower. Gentle transition into downward dog. Bring the left knee back. Tuck the toes under. Hover in your downward dog. Just bring the knees up a little way from the ground. Strong arms, working through the fingers, and then on a nice long out breath into your downward dog. Hey. Navel draws back towards the spine. Hey. Relax the neck. Good. Take one more breath here. And then drop down onto the knees, release the toes. Inhale, drop the belly down. Pause here. And then exhale back into your down dog. As you breathe out, lengthen the out breath. Navel draws back towards the spine. Giving to the hands. Good. And then again, drop down onto the knees. Take the hips back towards the heels. Take the weight off the hands, bring the forehead down between the arms, and take some breaths. Pause, notice how you feel. Come back onto all fours. Bring the forearms down. Have the thighs nice and upright, gaze forward. For some of us this might be enough, but if you're happy to take that a bit further, bring the hands forward, lift the elbows and drop the chest and the chin down as you gaze between the fingers. So the thighs are upright, good. And the chest and the chin come down and you get a lovely backward bend, good. And then slowly bring the hands back towards you. And we'll come into threading the needle where we take the right hand under the left. So the right knee comes down. The back of the right hand is in contact with the ground. The head comes all the way down. The left hand, the fingers of the left hand come to the crown of the head. Left elbow lifts up. Okay. Breathing into the upper back. And then slowly coming out of it, bring the left hand back towards you. Come up onto all fours. And then the other side, soften the right elbow. Take the left arm through. Left ear down. And root the fingers of the right hand to the crown of the head. Root down through the back of that left hand, right elbow up. Good. Let's take one more breath here. And then slowly come back. Use the right hand to support you to come back. Bring the hands back towards you. Send the knees nice and wide. Take the hips back towards the heels. And then slowly take the right hand to the right side. Left hand begins to follow it. Right hand, left hand. Right hand, left hand. And then bring the head down between the arms. And that lovely opening down the left side of the body. Take the breath into the left side of the rib cage. This invitation to open down the left side. Good. And then slowly back to the center. And then the other direction. So you walk the hands round until you come to a place that feels okay. And the head comes down between the arms. Root down through that right hand. That sense of opening down through the right side of the body. Here. Good. And then slowly back into the center. Walk the hands back towards you. Tuck the toes under. Take the knees out the side into a squat. Gaze forward into a squat. If the knees don't like it, come up to stand. And as you gaze forward, just slowly take the hands away from the ground and bring them to the heart. Good. Take the breath into the belly to anchor you. Good. Into the belly, out from the belly. Good. And then bring the hands down, drop the heels, and come up to stand. Good. Stand nice and tall in Tadasana. So we'll just take some time to root down through the feet. Feel the ground underneath us. Close the eyes lightly. Return the breath back into the belly. Shoulders drop down away from the ears. Tadasana, mountain pose. Standing tall like a mountain. Strong. Good. Feel the breath. Notice any gripping in the body. So when the mind grips, then the body reflects that. Good. And then take the hands behind you, interlace the fingers. Inhale, softly draw the shoulder blades in towards the spine. Raise the arms up and exhale to low. And again, inhale up and low. One more round, deep inhale up and low. Take the hands onto the hips, separate the feet slightly, bring the heeling towards the buttock and then flick that foot away. And breathe out as you flick it away. All around. Yeah. And then back to the center. Bring the hands in front of the heart. Feet hip distance apart. Inhale, exhale to the side. And to the center. And to the side. And to the center. Twice more in this way. Keep rooting through the feet. And then when you come back to the center, release the hands. Side bend, so we take the feet a little bit wider apart. Raise the arms up. Hold the right wrist And just gently encourage the right arm over the head towards the left side. Keep rooting down through the feet. So the more we root down through the feet, the more we have that sense of opening. Good, and then center. And then the other side. So it's a very gentle easing out from the belly. Good. And then back into the center. Release the hands down beside you. Good. And bring the right foot forward, left foot back, Parsvottanasana. Have the feet so you've got your train track apart. The right hand palm faces away on the back of the pelvis, so the shoulders nice and relaxed here. Inhale, left arm comes up. You may need to bend your knee for this, but that's fine. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale up. And exhale, forward. Inhale up. And exhale, forward. Inhale up, one more time. And exhale. This time when you bring the arm up, release it down beside you and bring the front foot back. Stand, pause, close the eyes down. And turn the breath back into the belly. So we're always heating the body, but we're keeping the nervous system nice and cool and calm. Left leg forward, right foot turns out slightly. Left hand on the back of the sacrum, palm faces away. Right arm comes up beside the ear. Inhale, exhale, reaching forward, forward bend. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more time. Exhale. Inhale. And then release that arm down beside you. Step the feet back. Pause. Stand into Tadasana. And then for our vinyasa, our standing sequence, come to the front of your mats and bring the hands to the heart. And just gently drop the head down towards the hands. And we take this time to tune into the stillness, beyond the thinking mind. Stay with the breath. And when the inhalation arrives, take the arms out to the side, raise the arms up, palms together, gaze up towards the hands. Keep the palms together, exhale, forward bend. Inhale halfway, flat back, looking forward. Hands on the leg, breathe out. Soft knees, inhale, arms out to the side, palms together, and exhale, hands return to the heart. So that's one round. Go again, deep inhale. Exhale, emptying out, empty out. Inhale halfway, out through the mouth. Soft knees, inhale, arms bring you up, all the way up, palms together, and exhale, hands to the heart. One more round, deep inhale. Deep exhale. Halfway. Out through the soft knees. Inhale, arms bringing all the way up, palms together, and exhale. Drop the head towards the hands. And then we'll repeat that, this time taking the left leg back. So deep inhale up. Deep exhale. Empty out, empty out. Inhale. Nourishing breath. Exhale. Stride the left leg back. Tuck the toes under, looking forward. Drop the buttocks. Lift the chest. Good. Little bit of movement backwards and forward. Bring the back foot to meet the front foot. Soft knees. Inhale up. Arms bring you up all the way up. Palms together. Exhale to the heart. Right side. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Halfway. Out through the mouth. Slowly allow that leg to emerge back. Looking forward. Drop the buttocks, lift the chest, looking forward. Good. Little bit of motion. Back leg comes up. Step the feet together, soft knees. Inhale up. And exhale. Hands to the heart. Pause there. So we're going to repeat that with a little variation. So we'll do it nice and slowly. Inhale. Exhale. Halfway. Out through the mouth. Left leg back. Looking forward, drop the buttocks, lift the chest. Drop the back knee down, release the back toes, rise up onto the right knee. Looking forward. Bring the pelvis forward, right knee comes forward, and then back. This time when the leg comes forward, raise the arms up. High kneeling warrior one. Good, lift and open the chest. Taking the breath into the belly and out from the belly. Soft gaze, jaw soft. Good. From here, frame the front foot. Bring the hands either side of the front foot. Tuck the back toes under to come up into standing warrior one. So the back foot turns out slightly. Flat back foot. Inhale all the way up, warrior one. Bend the front knee. Just gently encourage that left hip forward. Soft gaze into the belly, out from the belly. Good. Feel strong. Warrior one. Turn the hands to the heart and bring the back foot to the front foot. Pause. Gently drop the head. And then the right side. When the in-breath arrives, inhale, nourishing breath, vitality, energy, exhale, emptying out. Inhale halfway, out through the mouth, right leg back, looking forward. Drop the back knee, release the back toes, rise up onto the left knee. Drop the tailbone down so there's a weight on the tailbone. Exhale forward and back and forward and back. Into high kneeling warrior one. So both arms come up. Drop the hips forward. If you're working more strong, you're looking up, gazing up between the hands. Notice the tendency to always work more strong. Good. Take one more breath here, into the belly, out from the belly. Into Virabhadrasana. One standing, tuck the back toes under, turn the back foot out slightly. Inhale, warrior one. Encourage that right hip forward so the pelvis is forward. Strong legs, soft gaze. So strong from the ground upwards. soft from the waist upwards. Good. And this time we're just going to lower the arms down and turn to your wide angled side and just gently slide the hands down your legs into a nice wide angled forward bend. There. Again, calming and soothing the nervous system. Good. And then bring the hands onto the hips. Inhale, come up halfway. And deep inhale, come up fully. Pause there. Into Warrior Two. So turn the right foot out 90 degrees. And the left heel moves away slightly and the left foot turns in slightly. Arms into Warrior Two. Float the arms up. Gaze at the nail of the middle finger. Soften that front knee. Breathe into the belly and out from the belly. Good. From here into Parsvakonasana. So we bring the front arm onto the thigh. The back hand comes up over the head. Keep the armpit lifted and open. Good. You're working more strong, you're looking up into the crease of that top elbow. Very much depends on the neck. Good. And then deep inhale, come up, all the way up. Square the feet. And again, just slide the hands down the legs. Come into a forward bend. Just allow the shoulders to soften. Face to soften. Bring the right knee towards the right foot and the left knee towards the left foot. You can move the hands if that feels more comfortable, and then back into the center. Bring the hands onto the hips, deep inhale, come up all the way. And then Warrior Two to the other side. Turn the front foot out, back heel moves back and away to Warrior Two. Soft gaze at the nail of the middle finger. Breathing into the belly, breathing out from the belly. Good, strong back leg. Into Parsvakonasana, so we bring the forearm down onto the front thigh, the back hand comes up and over. Drop that top hip. Keep extending through the side body. Good. And then from here, just windmill that top arm down so you frame the front foot. And then move into your downward dog. Hang out in your downward dog. Again, begin to lean into the out breath. Navel draws back towards the spine. From here, come into plank. Draw the lower ribs in towards you. Take the weight through the fingers. And then from here, slowly lower yourself down onto your fronts. But bring your hands one on top of the other into crocodile pose. Forehead comes down onto the hands. And in this way, we feel the breath in the belly. Toenails facing the ground. From here into Sphinx. So this gentle backward bend into Sphinx. with toenails facing down. Just notice the tendency for the heels to drop out to the side. So bring the heels back into center. Collarbones nice and wide. If the lower back complains, bring the hands further forward. So never at the cost of the lower back. So feel it. And then moving from the tailbone, we're going to turn to gaze over the right shoulder nice and slowly. Maybe looking back towards the right heel. And then center. And then the left side from the tail. So feeling that in the lower back. And then center. And then maybe if you're happy to, just lifting the elbows a little way up into a gentle kind of Bhujangasana. Soft forward gaze. Bringing energy into the back body. And then from here into child pose. So gently bring the hands towards you, come up onto the knees. And then sweep the arms around to the side, bring the head down. The knees can be wide if they need to be. Breathing into the back body. Relax the arms, let go of the arms. As if you was resting the whole of your life. And then very slowly and gently coming up to sit for your pranayama practice. Have everything you need for your relaxation, so have your blankets, nice upright spine, nice and comfortable. And just take some time to take the breath in and out of both nostrils before we move into Madhusudana. So just allow that journey of the breath as it moves down into the belly. So the belly's nice and soft and the back of the body strong, upright. When you're ready in your own time, bring the right hand up. Middle finger, index finger at the brow center. And we'll take a couple of rounds first of all without a count, just closing the right nostril, inhaling up through the left nostril to the brow, closing the left nostril with the ring finger, breathing out through the right, breathing in up through the right, closing the right, exhale out through the left. One more round in this way. And then we return to our count, slow, steady count. Inhaling 2, 3, 4. Close the nostril. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. internal count. Eyes are soft. Inward gaze. Right nostril influencing the left hemisphere of the brain. The breath in the left nostril influencing the right hemisphere of the brain. Bring everything into balance. Gaze inwards towards the brow center. And as we steady the breath, the mind too becomes steady. Shoulders relaxed. Let's take one more round in this way. When you've completed your round, release your hand. Take the breath through both nostrils, down into the belly, out from the belly. And then very slowly lie down. Have the legs a little apart and the feet flopping out to the sides. Have the arms a little away from the body and the palms facing uppermost. And just resting effortlessly, safe and comfortable. Dropping into the back body. Feeling the earth underneath you. As if it rises up to hold and support you in Shavasana. as you take your awareness down into the right foot, relax the right foot and allow all the muscles to soften. And then taking the awareness down into the left foot. And as you relax the left foot, again allow all the muscles to soften. Right leg. As you relax the right leg, all the muscles of the right leg soften. And left leg. As you relax the left leg, all of the muscles of the left leg, those large, heavy muscles, begin to soften. As the breath moves in and out from the belly, just notice the softness of the belly. As you relax the right arm, just allow all the muscles of the right arm to soften. Right hand. Left arm. As you relax the left arm, all the muscles of the left arm begin to soften. Left hand. As you relax the left hand, palm, muscles softening. Soften the shoulders. And just allow them to move down, away from the ears. Soften the cheeks. Sides of the mouth. Relax the tongue. Soften the muscles at the side, the right eye. And the muscles at the side of the left eye. Right eyebrow. Left eyebrow. Forehead. Scalp. All of the body, physically, mentally relaxed. Sense of wholeness, sense of being complete. As you rest. And slowly beginning to start to return back into this room. And gently beginning to reawaken the physical body, wriggling fingers and toes, opening the eyes when it feels right to do so. And then in your own time, just slowly rolling onto your side and take some breaths on your side. And gently coming up, using your hand to bring you up into a comfortable seated posture. And the hands to the heart, Namaste. Namaste.